Rising food prices is what has led France's agriculture minister to warn against a century of hunger. Unless action is taken at the G-20 meeting of farm ministers, which kicks off later on in Paris, Bruno the Maire says that ministers must agree on new rules for food supply this week or risk a global food crisis. Bloomberg's Francine Lacqua met him and started by asking how confident he was about reaching such an agreement.
We should be able to get an agreement on the 23rd of June, because it is really in the interest of the whole community, of the whole international community, to get this agreement on agriculture.
Is it fair to say, Minister, that actually the most difficult point will be regulating the commodities and the traders?
I would say that the two most difficult points are first the question of regulation of commodities markets, because there is a concern from some countries like the UK, but also Australia, that we would like to over-regulate the commodities market. And I want to make very clear that we don't want to go the way of over-regulation of commodities market. The second point, which is a matter of concern for some countries, is the question of putting more transparency on stocks and on food production.
All right, Minister, talk to me about the agricultural market information system. How does this relate to other databases that we already have, for example?
You have databases, but you don't have databases for every country around the world. The idea of this AMIS, Agricultural Market Information System, is to have reliable information throughout the world, which would be at the disposal of the United Nations, of the FAO, just to avoid this excessive volatility. Of course, it would be something completely new. So we have to take our responsibilities and we have to get an agreement. But on the 23rd of June, it will be either white smoke or black smoke. It will be either a success or a failure. There is no middle term.
A stark warning there from France's agriculture minister. So what exactly is at stake? Well, the UN says a growing population means world food output is going to need to rise by 70% by the year 2050. Now, France is Europe's biggest farm producer, and it wants changes. Well, first, it's calling for more investment in agriculture, in particular in research and innovation. It also wants more transparency, including a shared central database on food stocks and harvests. Next, France wants a special forum to discuss trade. It wants emergency food supplies made available for those countries in need. And finally, it wants to see more regulation in commodity markets to prevent dramatic swings caused by speculators.